Police, on the ground, get down slowly.
Steal across the sky.
Get the fuck down!
This was the first time the police had ever caught the ice truck killer, but the moment we got back to the station and the interrogation started, I had a strong feeling something was off. The man in custody didn't feel right. He was probably a fake. So I used what I knew about how the real ice truck killer operated, especially his familiarity with me, and questioned the suspect alone. Just like I suspected, he had no idea who I was. That confirmed it. The police had the wrong guy. While I was still trying to figure out where the real killer was, an unexpected letter showed up and completely threw my life into chaos. It said that my biological father had died of an illness a few days earlier and had left behind a house for me to claim. At first, I thought it had to be a joke. When I was adopted, I was told my biological father had already been dead for years. But something about it didn't sit right, so Rita and I drove out to the old house to see it for ourselves. We had barely started cleaning the place when my sister Deb showed up with her new boyfriend Rudy. It was the first time I'd ever met him in person. But honestly, I wasn't in the mood for introductions. I needed to get to the hospital to identify the body. To confirm the man's identity, I secretly collected a blood sample. The next day, the DNA results came back. He really was my biological father. That shook me. For the first time, I started to question everything my adoptive father had ever told me. At the same time, my curiosity took over. I couldn't shake the feeling that my father's death wasn't natural. I started digging. I spoke with an elderly neighbor who mentioned that a brown-haired cable repairman had come by the week before but couldn't even fix her TV antenna. At the time, I didn't think much of it. Instead, I snuck into the morgue later that night, hoping to find some kind of clue, but when I got there, I found out the body had already been cremated. Worse, I was almost caught on my way out. At the last second, Rudy suddenly pulled up and got me out of there. His explanation made sense, but the timing felt a little too perfect. The next day, as we were leaving, the old neighbor seemed to recognize Rudy sitting in the car. Before she could say anything, he hit the gas and sped on. I didn't even get a chance to hear what she was trying to tell me. Then the following day, Rudy showed up at her house again, this time posing as a repairman. He wore a warm, harmless smile, but there was something cold and sharp in his eyes. It was obvious why he was there, to silence her. Just as I had suspected, my biological father's death had everything to do with Rudy. Getting close to me had been his plan all along. And what I didn't realize was that he was the very ice truck killer I'd been hunting.